season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First look here for D.J. Dallas. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. McKenzie now to return it. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
What we got? Show it. Check. Fresno.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check. Watch 54.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
on 2nd and 12. Wilson, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 96 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Matt Milano.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Carson. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Penny, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Bills' 20-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air, another first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Check me out. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. The extra point up and good.
Makes the score.
And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
For first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at the 20. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
No gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. I'm a mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm a PC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You got three down.
Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Terrell Suggs picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. Set. Slide back, slide back.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They go play action with Wilson.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch twins. Kill. Bang, 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 bang.
On the give, this is Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. 56 to Mike. 56 is top 10. Yeah, let's go sandwich.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. To return is McKenzie. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Freeman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And here's Allen on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this play. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The Seahawks 17-yard line.
They go right back to Singletary.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
For the Bills field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And the
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Recovered by the Bills.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.